So a few years ago, I made this video.
Hi everyone, this is Eric Sharp.
And I had a problem.
And I have a dilemma. I want to fill in my zooms. So you get with the kit lens, which is a 1650. And then you go from 55 to 210. I want to go up to 300. There are three options. Mirror lens, or you get a Sony zoom lens for a full frame, which this is not.
Now they have the 70 to 350 millimeter for the crop sensor. And that one is $998. That's still $998. That still costs almost as much, if not more, than the crop sensor cameras. Now my solution was this. The 70 to 300 Canon lens, which costs a lot less. But in order to get the Canon lens to work on the Sony Camera, you had to get this. The Commlite. In the other video, I show you how it works on the Sony 6000. Now, since then, I bought the 6400. And with the 6400 with a better autofocus, it actually autofocuses faster. I'll show you how fast the front element was working in the previous video with the Canon 70 to 300 with the Commlite adapter on the Sony 6000. And with the 6400, all right, so here's how fast this one works. Yeah. All right, let me pull it really out of focus here. Okay. Okay, ready? Now that is fast. It's still not native fast, but considering how inexpensive this is compared to the Sony 70 to 350, it does the job. Now I took the full moon, the half moon, crescent moon. I even took the lunar eclipse. Here's a sequence of the pictures I took of the lunar eclipse. And that was with this lens. Now, when you're shooting things like the moon, you don't need autofocus. You just use it in manual. Now, let me show you how it looks like when you use an eye autofocus with this. Yeah. Wait till you see this. Okay, this is just with single shot. Ready? Yeah, that's fast. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Yeah. Did you see that? The eye autofocus in there? Yeah, that's how fast this works. And this is the 70 to 300. This picture is from a photo shoot I did with Jordan. If you want to see more of this photo shoot, take a look at my Instagram. Okay, on the Sony 6400, you also have the option of having the eye autofocus continuously while you hold it on. So let me switch it to continuous autofocus. Switch it off. Yeah, it still even shows the focus peaking. Okay, let's boot it out again. Switch it back on. Ready? Go. Now it does, I've noticed it does tend to, the front element moves. So it's, instead of being internal, having to constantly check and make sure it's in focus of a moving object, this is stationary, you hear the front making that noise there. Kind of always readjusting itself and checking it. That's the negative about using this particular lens. If you're taking pictures of objects that are moving, it's always going to be moving anyways, and you hear it on the outside, and it's just doing exactly what the inside of a lot of other lenses do anyways. Okay, let's try doing a different picture. Okay, this one's Ansley. Let's take a look at this one and see what it does. Let's get it out of focus. Let's put it on single shot just to have consistency. All right, ready? Now she's a little farther away. It took a couple, slightly more seconds. Still worked. Okay, let's do a zoom in here. Make it out of focus. And this was from a photo shoot I did with Ansley. Okay, ready? Didn't quite put it on our eyes. Let me do this again. As you can see, it's still focusing around it. There you go, there's the eye. Let me do it one more time. And there you go. And the ISO is like 4,000. On a TV screen, zoomed in, still pretty fast. So let me show you the 85mm and see how fast that one works. That one does not have a front element moving, so let's take a look at that one. Now, since then, also, I got a Canon 85mm f1.8. At the time, it was still cheaper than the Sony. Now you have a few other options. You have the Viltrox and Rokinon / Samyang. But you can still get this one used a lot cheaper. This is with the Canon 85mm f1.8. Now I have this one on single shot also. So here we go. All right, ready? That's fast. All right, let's try this with continuous. Since the eye autofocus works with the continuous autofocus on the A6400, so let's mess it up again. All right, ready? That's how fast. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Go. Yeah. A whole lot faster than the A6000. All right, let's do the other picture also. Okay, ready? That's how fast it goes. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Now. I almost can't tell the difference. If I put a native lens, it's just this one's just a little slower. One more time. Let's go the other direction. Ready? Go. And it follows it around too. All right, let's try that previous picture. I'll show you. That still shows it. All right, here you go. Do this. See? It still follows it. Now for real examples of the Canon 85mm f1.8 does in a real photo shoot session, here are some pictures that I took during a photo shoot. If you'd like to see more fashion and portrait pictures on my Instagram, this is the Instagram, and it also will be in the description. There has been one instance where I was using the continuous autofocus to get the eye autofocus on this camera, and it locked up. And there's only been one time, and they were also quite distant. So what you could do is very easy, just turn off the camera, take out the battery, put it back in, turn it back on, and it goes right back to normal. So it's not really that big of a deal, and it's only happened to me once. But I wanted to at least make a point of the fact that there is a chance it might happen. Turn it off, take out the battery, put the battery back in, turn it back on, and it resets itself and it's fine. So there you go. Autofocus. And there's your answer to the comments on the previous video of how fast the newer cameras autofocus. I have the 6400. Chances are this one will work for the 6600 and will probably also work with the new A7 IV. If you like this video, please hit the like button. See me in the next video.